What's up, everyone? Not sure if you guys can hear me. If you do, let me know, and we'll wait a little bit for everyone to join here to our second live. The first one we did it. I did it. Um, we had a lot of questions. It was like 45 minutes, so this time it will be hopefully hour. I hope we'll have enough questions, enough people joining. Um, if you see, I have a new background here. I just moved to a new house. Um, and the topic before we continue to the live questions. Okay, good, Naomi. I see that you can guys hear me. So before everyone joining in and starting to ask their questions, I want to really cover something that is happening right now with the Amazon FBA. Maybe a year and a half ago, actually, yeah, a little over a year, when the corona started, Amazon started to force and have some limitations based on the ASIN level. This created new challenges and struggles to a lot of sellers, including myself. And we had to pivot, we had to change the strategy. I think last month or maybe 2 months ago, Amazon changed the restrictions to be, instead of an ASIN level, to be on the account level. At first, it looked amazing because you had more flexibility and control over which ASINs. And for example, you have an item that that sells well, you want to sell more inventory. When you want to launch a new product that you are confident about, you can have control and send as much inventory as you want. And that looked great. But recently, it's not just me, and I'm going to make a video about it. But recently, they started to decrease dramatically the amount of units that you're allowed to send. If you saw my video when I announced that they changed it from ASIN level to the account level, I had, I think, 45,000 units that I can send to Amazon US. And now I can only send 25,000, but I already have 31,000 stored. So until I'm going to be, selling this gap of 6,000 units, I cannot send anything. This is crazy. And it's going to be a big hurt for my business. And that means that we have to change strategy. If before everything was easy and smooth and, was like you could send inventory to Amazon and don't care about holding inventory yourself, this is something that changed dramatically. I see this or foresee that in the future, a big seller or everyone that is going to take this seriously will need to have their own warehouse, their own operation. Otherwise, it will be impossible to really flourish and do well with Amazon FBA. Yeah, the huge sellers, they're already doing it for years. But I'm talking about the small to medium sellers like us. Um, that's the only way to survive and like be on top of the game. To sellers outside the US, it will create more and more challenges because they'll have to use 3PLs, and 3PLs are not the optimal solution, especially right now when they are full of work. I contacted last week three 3PLs, and they are not even able to take my orders. They are not really, they are full of work. So it's very, very challenging. Hey, Alex, and hey, be your own. Welcome. And yeah, you can throw any questions that you have here. That's, again, a big challenge, changing from ASIN levels to account level. At first, it looked amazing, but now it's really big trouble, especially, I mean, for me, it's a big problem. I know for many sellers, people seeing a decrease of like 70% in the amounts that they could send to what they're eligible to send right now. And this is just happening before Prime Day. So people can send inventory. This is really crazy. Um, And I look at it, maybe it's time to sell the business and start again on Amazon. But you definitely can't put all your eggs with Amazon. Things are changing very fast. At the same time, when you have things like that and you think creatively and you think out of the box and you try to find a way that it will still work, you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of all the competitors. So that's something that I would be more and more and more on top of it. Eventually, having my own warehouse operation to really deal with it. Okay. Hey Leo, Alex. Oh, it's Baja. Yeah, Baja. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just moved to a new house. Thank you for that. And yeah, Alex, I recently shipped my new ASIN to Amazon. However, I added a very bad keyword by mistake. Okay, when you say a very bad keyword, you mean like maybe drug related or offensive word? And Amazon removed my listing. I removed the keyword and now it's under Hazmat review, even though it's not Hazmat. Okay, so in that event, you just download their CDS, if I'm not like the SDS, I'm sorry, safety data sheet. You just fill in that it's not Hazmat. There is nothing wrong with it. You upload it. Usually they review it like in 24 to 48 hours and they approve it. I had it many, many times. I even had the situation where someone hijacked my listing in Canada marketplace for an item that I don't really sell there. And what happened? Amazon looked at it as a global change to all the listing in all of their marketplaces. And what happened is that they blocked an ASIN that is active that I would sell like 15 or 20 units a day, just like that. For 3 weeks, I was out, and I had to really go back and forth with the Hazmat review. So searching tools to kill other people, like guns, you mean? Even though my product is not like that. It's like a knife. Yeah. So just that's the solution for that, Hi, Nicole. Thank you for being here. Nicole is the amazing lady behind our thumbnails in the YouTube channel, and the video editing, and some many other important things. So welcome. And yeah, ask me anything, ask me questions. Last time we didn't have enough time. Okay, you submitted the SDS today to Amazon. So yeah, usually it should be like 24 to 48 hours, and they will review it, and usually they approve it unless they like it's really Hazmat or it's really dangerous goods or something like that. You'll like in the US they are less strict, but in Europe, oh my God, I can't even sell. I sell knives too. Like one of the items that I sell, it's like a knives kit. And in Europe, I just can't sell it. They told me like you have to do it to market as under 18. They have some rules. And I went back and forth for months to a point that I said it just doesn't make sense or worth to really deal with them, and then really like it doesn't make sense. So I just sell those in Germany. But they're very strict there. The US, they're less strict, so you should be fine. That's it. Things are, to be honest, I don't see any questions here, so I'll share what is on my mind right now. Things are a little slow right now, to be honest, and that's my main income. And when things like that happen, it puts you in stress and fear. But when things like that happen, the best thing to do is just look at it in a very clear way on what you can do, what actions you can take to really change the image back or change the results back. Now, of course, it's not just me. It's right now it's very slow months. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's usually the slow season, not just for like us, like for my items, for everyone else, and that's normal. So I would now look at things is more focusing on inventory, more focusing on managing it, because from what I feel inside, we're going to have a very tough and challenging Q4. So I have to really think out of the box and creatively to make sure that what I had last Q4 of me being out of stock, not because I didn't have enough stock, because I couldn't get it quick enough to Amazon, and they have obviously limitations, that created a big gap for me. So I'm going to travel for like a month and a half in like 2 weeks, and that's obviously will prevent me from working like full time and being hands on the business. So that's another challenge. But I just have to look at it and do whatever I can, work very smart to really focus on the points that are really, really important in my business. And whatever is not really important or is like maybe like not gonna help a lot to the bottom line, put it aside. Okay, Naomi. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, Tomer, do you have any idea about how are the ASIN limits calculated? Is it the last 90 days of sales? You have any other input of this? Have no idea, and I don't think anyone have an idea unless they're really monitoring it, they're checking it, and coming up with the way that Amazon, like reverse engineering, like how they are calculating it based on the updates that they give you and the sales velocity. But from what I saw, it's being updated every couple of days for the ASIN level. Now that it's on the account level, I didn't see it updated. I could check it every day. My numbers didn't change for like 4 or 5 days already. So no, I don't think it's something that they keep probably to themselves. Um, so Alex, as a new seller who started with the US, which other marketplace you would recommend selling just after? So obviously, UK and not UK, Mexico and Canada, you can use the remote fulfillment program. Just use that first for sure. Your inventory is already in North America, so why not? That's the first thing. Then I would go to the UK, and then actually I would, yeah, UK and then like Germany. That these are the marketplaces that I will go to. But to be honest, Alex, unless you have like 4, 5, 6 items already, I wouldn't really bother myself going to other marketplaces, because it takes some focus. It takes away some of your focus, and that's bad, for your growth in the US marketplace. Hey, Yaro. So how are your sales now? Slow? Like, yeah, I said it before, and yeah, my sales are slow, especially yesterday. I had usually, like, if you would talk maybe like a month ago, I had no less than like 500 orders a day, and now I had like 220 orders yesterday. Very bad, like profit of $300. I don't know. I just checked it before the live, and it was crazy. That's a very, very low, where the average is like between 800 to 1200 a day recently. Before it was even like I had the February and March was crazy, like 2000, 3000 profit a day. But things are changing. It was the high season, for some of the items that I sell, and I had much more items. Baja, are you planning to expand to Sweden? Not at this point. It's pretty new marketplace, but if I'm not wrong, Sweden is not that big. So I don't know. Like I'll wait, for other sellers or other some more data to come in, and so we can see what's going on there. Alex, yeah, buddy, I always get inspired by your positive energy, even from something negative. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. I know that you're also thinking like that too. So that's the way. If you are like thinking negatively, it could and look at it as a bad thing, it will take you down instead of you looking at it as an opportunity to grow and become better. Naomi, you'll be fine. I'm sure you're gonna manage inventory. How this new rule is gonna impact item price? I guess short term, let's see, everyone will raise the prices, calculate extra cost as storage fee. So short term, maybe the prices will not go up, but long term, definitely it will change the game, because you will have more costs managing everything. You will have more costs to store it in 3PLs, more costs to be, because the buffer time will be bigger. That means that, you people will be more out of stock, or they will need to have more safety stock, and that will definitely impact everything. Um, Baja Tomer, I'm happy with the sample and the price. Okay, good. Currently outsourcing my package from different supplier. Okay. Uh, yeah, I mean, you have to get the sample, compare it, and like see what is the best option for you. Like we use the best supplier. Like I have this video that I share and explain how to um, choose the best supplier. For me, it's mainly communication. If someone communicates with me well and comes and show that they are serious, for me it's a big yes. But even if their price is a little higher than the rest of the suppliers that I talked with, or the quotes that I got, because that will prevent a lot of issues in the future when you really need them, or have questions or have issues. When everything is good, it's all smooth and nice. But when issues occur and someone is not responsive, that's really annoying and stressful. So yeah, I like have the that thing to choose, like suppliers, how to choose the Alibaba suppliers. Um, Mr. Zen, thank you, Tomer. I'm facing currently much higher shipping rates for my usual FF. I'm searching for another freight. FF is freight forwarder, mostly in Alibaba, but I'm concerned about hidden fees. You have any recommendation? Yeah, I'm also facing those issues. It's coming to a point that it's very hard to, I just recently made a video about why prices go so up. Like, what are the reasons for that? It's very challenging, to be honest, but it is what it is. The best thing to do is just get quotes as many as possible. I never really thought of looking for freight forwarders on Alibaba. I know it's for physical goods. I didn't know that they have like an option to look for service providers. So yeah, let me know, do they have like an option to do it for service providers? But how I found freight forwarders, or finding them, is through Facebook groups. Just go to Facebook groups that I trust the people there, and ask for recommendation. Like, anyone have recommendation for a good, reasonable freight forwarder? That's what I will do. I'm still working with the first freight forwarder that I worked since day one, but their prices are very high, so it's very challenging. Yeah. I can totally agree. Communication is the key. I found trading company better communication skills. So yeah, sometimes trading companies are like, some people saying no, don't go with the trading company, or including myself. I don't prefer to work with the trading company. But like everything you do, or everything I say, might not apply to you, or it's just a general rule of thumb. It doesn't mean that there are not good trading companies with good prices, good communication, and excellent service. So with everything, with every kind of how you would say that, everything that you define to yourself, you always have to be flexible. You can't just go like that, because you're going to miss some important opportunities if you're stuck, and your belief is what X, and you only follow X. You always have to look, even when you do product research, you always have to pivot and look at it with the common sense, and judge by the actual situation, and not just your beliefs. So if your beliefs is that never don't work with the trading company, this belief is wrong. This belief will prevent you from potentially sourcing products. So Again, general rule of thumb, I don't like to work with trading companies, but sometimes, it would work well. And you don't just have to sell to yourself that no, I'm not gonna never work with a trading company. Sponsored brands and display, they do not return the result like sponsored products. What do you suggest? Keep them at very low daily budget or stop them? Okay, so yeah, I guess it depends on the product that you sell. Some of my products I use sponsored brands and display, and the results are amazing. At the other end, some products are not. So I never or like to pose or start campaigns. I like to lower the bids. So lower the bids to a point where it becomes like still the eco still profitable for you. That's what I will do. Also, when you start with a new sponsored display campaign, just so you know, the traffic for some reason is like sometimes is higher. So if you put initially a very high bid like a $1, it could really give you bad results. So make sure that you start very low with low bids, and you slowly increase the bids so you can get more and more exposure and be hands on those campaigns more frequently than normal sponsored product campaigns. That would be my recommendation. Mr. Zend, they do. It is cheaper. Okay. So yeah, thank you. I learned something new today. Like you can find service providers on Alibaba. I'll definitely check it out. Alex, what would you recommend? Going after high item to sell on Amazon, or potentially meter or low priced, considering the investment needed to start for all the same? So my view on it is to go for the cheap items, because at this point, maybe with the future, when I'm improving my success rate, and when I say success rate means that out of let's say 10 items that I launch, 5-6 will be successful items that will keep reordering and keep under the umbrella of items I sell, and 4 will fail. So when my success rate will be maybe 8 or 7, 8, 9, that's when I will go for higher priced items. Also take in mind that the more capital that you have, you can go more for those kind of items. So at this point in my journey, I still rather go for items that are no more than like 7, 8, 9, like $10 landed cost. But I know crazy sellers that having those like 30, 40 items, $30, $40 per item landed cost, which you're gonna sell probably like more than $100, and they are killing it. So again, there is no bad and wrong. You need to understand why you're getting your decision. Again, my decision is that it's too risky for me now, because my success rate is not like 8 or 9, 80, or you know what, I will not confuse people, 80 or 90%, to go for those expensive items, because the risk of losing everything is high. And I actually launched an item that cost like $25 last year. It doesn't really sell well, so I'm stuck with like $10,000 or $15,000 of worth of inventory that will sell very, very slow. So at this point, I prefer not to take big risks and launch items that are relatively cheaper. you know Alex, my product is like a kit, and I bought it from a trading company. It was really good experience, at least for me. Yeah. Okay. Then like I said, here you see, like, you have good experience with it. I didn't have a lot of good experience with that, but it doesn't mean that I will stop uh, looking or trying or speak with trading companies. It doesn't mean that it will be like that. Chaim Mendel, what formula is best to use when looking for so if you watch my videos and the product research methods that I do, I don't like to really work with formulas. I like to simplify things, and I go with 3 things. One is to see that there is like enough demand in the market. Second, that our seller, relatively new sellers, making money there. And third, that you have opportunity, like main image opportunity, to market yourself and stand out. So for example, if the search results, all of them coming as like beautiful main images that are very attractive, that are very standing out, then the main image opportunity is not there. Then if there is a market and no one sells more than, let's say, $10,000, then there is no enough room or money there. And the third thing, I want to see that new sellers, relatively new, like no more than 100 reviews, are actually making money like I want to make. That's really an indicator for me to say, okay, what is like the chance for you to come as a new seller and make money? It's a good indication for you. So I don't like to really go with many rules or formulas for that. Hello, Amazon USA got my inventory 40 days before in the warehouse, but they didn't receive it yet. What I should do in this case? I had situations like that. The simple answer for you right now is to just wait. It's 40 days. It's a lot. I would definitely open a case. When you open case with Seller Central support, show them proofs that it was delivered 40 days ago and it's more than enough for the inventory to be checked in, and that you want to start an investigation. Also go to the shipping plan itself and see if it closed, what is the status of it, see if you can reconcile it. That would be my recommendation for you. At this point, it's very, very annoying. I understand, but it is what it is, Hey guys, please like this video, because if you like this video, I see 11 people and 3 likes. If you like this video, it will show more people that are subscribed to the Sourcing Monster channel, the video live now, so they can come and ask questions. Yeah, I already see like 5, so thank you. Please smash the like button. Thanks. Okay, Tomar, any book recommendations? I can make an entire live about the books. I like to read books that are relevant to my situation in life, So recently, I had situations with VAs and employees. I had 2 employees leaving, and that created a like it shaked me. It kind of made me realize that I have to rethink about how I manage everything, and that also made me realize that I'm not really hands-on. So that led me to read more books about like how to become a better leader, how to manage people in a better way. And I recommend you do the same. So if, for example, you're stuck in your life not being productive, go and read that book, if I'm not wrong, 7 Habits of Highly Successful or Efficient People, something like that. Forgot. If you go also to my website, sourcingmonster.com, I have a section for book recommendations. So let me go there and ring. But out of my head, the first book, definitely The Alchemist. I read it like 13 years ago, and it really changed my life. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I read it when I was 13. Think and Grow Rich, very like classic for self-development. What else? Sorry, I have some. Can you guys hear me? I have some. I think I have some connection issues. Please let me know if you can hear me. I don't know. Hey, I've just bought the Think and Grow Rich book last week, your Bible. Have you read The Secret? So, oh, okay. You can hear me. Okay, good. So I'll continue. So yeah, Think and Grow Rich, it's really like, for me, it's like the Bible. Like, I read it every year. It's an amazing book. I'm not really great with memory, But let me open my audio belt. So that will. So when I see a book, like I will see that I read it. It will give me like an idea. But like those books are classics that you must read. Um, Attraction. It's a good book. Virtual Freedom to Manage Employees. Profit First. Also a very good book. The Magic of Thinking Big. This is a really amazing book, and that's really an amazing book that I'll cover in like in a minute. That if you think big and you dream big, your results will be big without changing the things that you do. For example, someone that thinks big about his work, let's say he works in a company for a year and he gets 100,000 a year, right? And he comes to his manager and he thinks big. He thinks that he deserves to get 200K a year, you know? But at the other end, you have this humble guy that think, oh, thanks, I'm very grateful. Maybe I will ask for a raise of 120K, I will not be rude and ask for a lot. This guy, the boss, will, if he asks for 120, probably will give him 110. But this guy that asked for 200, even if their performance are kind of the same, immediately, because he started with a big number, that's like also about like technique about negotiation. He might get 150K a year without like, at the end of the day. So when you ask more from your boss, from your employee, from life, from the universe, you will get more. So this is an amazing book that really made me change a lot of things. Aspire by Keep Work. Deep Work is an amazing work to be productive and efficient. Smarter, Faster, Better. The One Thing by Gary Keller. This is also covered in my 10X by Grant Cardone. Also a great book. Yeah, definitely should read it. But The One Thing by Gary Keller, really amazing book on how you can do like an amazing one thing and be the best in it and get amazing results, So that's another book. Scaling Up, Never Split the Difference. Okay, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is also a very classic, amazing book. The 4-Hour Workbook by Tim Ferriss, amazing book. Read it. The 80-20 Principle, amazing. How to Win Friends and Influence Friends. The Magic of Thinking Big, another book. Atomic Habits, also a great book. Think and Grow Rich. The Miracle Morning, how I forgot it. The Miracle Morning. This is an amazing book. Also, that's how I started. If you saw my video about my journey, that's how I started like my Amazon journey. As a Man Thinking by James Allen. Steve Jobs. I have many other books. I'm big. The Untethered Soul, amazing book. Many other books. So that's about it. Mr. Zend, how much percent is Amazon in your total sales in e-commerce? In your opinion, what would be an healthy percentage distribution given today's challenges? Obviously, if you can have like 50-50, go for it. My business, 95% of the profit revenues come from Amazon and only 5% come from Walmart, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, whatever, everything else, So that's how it is. And you should aim for more in other challenges, in other channels these days, Sandeep, I have started 8 months ago. I have launched 6 products so far. Good. Now the problem is that I'm failing short of the money to keep all the 6 SKUs in stock. I'm out of stock of at least 1 or 2 all the time. So that means that stop launching new products. Stop launching, just making sure that you're in stock. This is a quick hack that will increase your profits and revenues like very quickly. That will be 100% my recommendation. The reason I'm out of stock is money. Yeah. So instead of taking that money and launching new products, that's also a mistake that I did. Just take it to reorder and have enough stocks. Is that a mistake to launch too many products in short span of time? What can I do to improve? So you have 2 ways to improve. One of them is, like I said, just stop launching new products and focusing on getting or being in stock for the item that you already sell, or get financing, get more capital to work with, and then you can still launch and still be in stock. That will be my recommendation. Naomi, I've just bought the Think and Grow Rich book last week, your Bible. Have you read The Secret? Yeah, of course I read The Secret. It's an amazing book too. You should read it. Yes, Can hear you. Yes, the audio is okay. Tomar, I subscribed your newsletter 2-3 weeks ago. I got your first 2 or 3 emails, but after I stopped, I don't get any more. Do you know why? Yeah, the reason is that I was busy recently and I didn't have anything great to share. So I rather not spam people with some BS. Sorry. So I will just whenever I have some value to share, other than YouTube, I will share it there. But that's a good reminder for myself. One of the good books to read is 10x Rule from Grant Cardone. Mind blowing. Yeah, I agree with you, Sandeep. It's like the magic of think. It's similar to the magic of thinking big or taking a massive action, for sure. Thanks for the books. Do you still follow the Miracle Morning? So recently I started to wake again. I'm waking at 5 a.m. again. I have to do some deep work, like I said, in the business. So I'm waking up very early, and eventually would wake up at 4 or 5:30 a.m. So yeah, that's something definitely that you should do. And Peter is reading now the Atomic Habit. Yeah, it's a great books. I feel that all of these books are sharing the same principle. Like whatever you find in Think and Grow Rich, they are all like books that are like coming out of this like wisdom. So they're all sharing the same principles. What I like, why I like reading all these books, because they're explaining it and teaching it in a different angle. So it's easier for you to absorb and having these aha moments, when you read it and you're like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then that's when you start to change your beliefs and how you look at things. I didn't knew you're a book lover. I remember when I was 16, I somehow convinced my parents to buy me a Kindle. That Kindle now has paid for itself multiple times from the knowledge I gained. Yeah, every investment you make in yourself, whether it's a course, whether it's books, whether it's you take a flight to a conference, anything you invest in yourself have the best RI, the best return on investment. So, you know, uh, the more you invest in yourself, the faster and bigger results that you will have. You used to launch 600 items as first product in US. Do you launch less UK as a smaller marketplace? Okay, so yes, I used to have like 500 units uh, for every new item that I would launch. But yeah, in the UK, I started like because of the limitations that they had, I started with 200 units. But I would do the same actually, 500 units to get stock into the UK and Germany and Europe. For me, it's a nightmare. I know for other people as well. Now it's becoming a little better, but it's really like problematic and annoying. But it is what it is. So we can just complain and just have to pivot. What should be the ideal routine for a full-time Amazon seller? Morning routine to bedtime. Good question that I still didn't figure out. I'll share with you my current thinking or the way I look at it right now. So I would start with deep work at the beginning of the day, maybe waking up like very early, like 4 or 5 a.m. Do the deep work, PPC, learning. You always have to be a student. Even if you're successful, you have 30, 40, 50 products, you're a 7-figure, 8-figure. If you stop learning, stop being a student, you're doomed to failure, in the long run. So, that's something that you should do in the morning. That's a very, like, it requires deep work, deep thinking. So that's something that I would do at the beginning. I will do PPC, will do that, product research, contacting suppliers. All of these things has to be very early. Then I would take a little break, maybe refresh my mind and do these things. After that, I would do some exercise, train. So like if you're doing it full time, move your body. We sit all day, so move your body. I also started with the fasting thing. Tomorrow I will have an interview with Nate Ginsburg, an amazing call, an interview that I had with him. It, you know, I wanted to start with one topic, but then it flew to, the life of an entrepreneur. And that's going to be live tomorrow. It's scheduled to be uploaded tomorrow. It's already recorded last week. So make sure that you watch it. And he's big fasting guy. He fasts for like 72 hours. I fast like 16 hours and then doing a 9 hours. That shifted like my energy levels a lot. So, I can still drink coffee and like water. So that what it is. Later on, just do like work that that requires less focus. Um, I don't see more questions. So we're already 40 minutes here. Started to slow it down a little earlier. If I'll give it a couple of more minutes, ask me anything before we wrap it up. And I guess we will have another live in the future. Do you plan to make a PPC market masterclass video for YouTube if you have not done already? Not at this point. I'm also like people asking me, do you have a course or anything like that? I don't want to sell anything. Things are changing very rapidly. Maybe in the future we'll have like maybe a class of like 5 people that will do live things, but I don't know. I don't think of it right now. If you have any specific videos related to PPC that you want me to cover in addition to those that are already live, I love PPC. That's my background. I actually did it for like I do it for like 12 years now with Google AdWords, Facebook ads. So yeah. You're such a humble person and give me so much free content. Thank you, Tor. You're welcome, Baha. You're also nice. I really hope that you could pursue your dreams and have the life that you want. You deserve it. You're very smart and you'll reach your goals, I'm sure. Books is one on. So no, Baha, I'm very busy these days. I'm not really trying to have more people with the consulting calls, but thank you, appreciate it. You recommend any PPC software or you always do it manually? So I like to use bulk files operations. But at this point, not really having any program that I can recommend. I used Perpetua before. They have minimum, and it's kind of costly. I like to dig manually. I think that with software, you can make a lot of mistakes. What do you think? What is your opinion about Helium 10 Project X channel? So if I'm not wrong, the Project X channel is where they took a video. I'm sorry, a product, and they do like a showcase, and that's great. It's good. I always like to learn from everyone. Even I learned something new from Mr. Zen today. What is yes, video on PPC? How to maximize the sponsored brands and display ads? I'm struggling to improve on these two. I'm sure there are more people that. Okay, yeah, definitely. I took it in mind. I do have a list of video topics that I want to make in the future, and I'll definitely add it to the list. And yeah, any more questions? Throw them up here before we wrap this live. Of course, people could watch it later on as well. But I guess that would be all for this live. How are you using insert cards for your products? Any tips? So this is a big topic. I do have a video about it. You can search in the channels how to maximize, how to use insert cards efficiently. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, it was good and fun answering all your questions. I appreciate everyone that was here, being live, like the video, and really wishing you all the success and in your journey and dealing with the challenges that we're having right now in the Amazon FBA space. And I guess I'll see you in the next live. I see Carlos before I wrap it up, and Carlos didn't ask any questions. So more PPC have a hard time with ACOS under 50% on $10. Yeah, $10 retail products gives you less room for advertisement, and that's why I don't like to launch very cheap items. So how does someone get SDS certificate if the supplier doesn't have it? SDS is something that you fill yourself. If you mean like a lab certificate or anything like that, that's something that you can ask me. You have my email. Ask me, I'll help you. I had a lot of challenges with safety data sheets, approval certificates with my other brand for toys. So good luck, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you in the next live, and best of luck.